I bet I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
What up, everybody? The Gritty Gamblers are back in the building. How you doing, Matt?
We're doing good, man. After this first weekend of March Madness, man. We back, man. It was a crazy weekend, man. A lot of highs, a lot of lows, man. We gonna cover it all. Whew, how you doing, Parlay?
Doing pretty good. Definitely hit some lows the last couple days. We call it basketball, just betting way too many underdogs, and they just not. All right, I guess we're playing music. Thanks, Siri. They just not hitting in the round of 32. So we're just gonna keep moving on, and we're gonna keep hitting underdogs. So
To put it in reference, underdogs, the favorites went 15-1 in round of 32. 15-1.
And I did not take
Baylor in Clemson. Yeah, I had Baylor myself, and I blame Trent. Book it with Trent. He posted.
I didn't take Baylor at all. I didn't touch it yesterday.
That's one of my misses from Saturday, which I'm on Sunday, which I'm okay with because we still did pretty well on the weekend. Big highlights, man. Just to cover some of the big highlights, man. Let me go back to Thursday. Man, I remember we were talking about it. We had a friend Broski parlay that we missed. Man, I did hit a parlay though on Thursday night, man. Plus 868. Whoo, almost plus 1,000. We had Creighton minus 8.5. We had Morehead State plus 17.5. Oregon money line and Dayton plus 1.5. I almost cried like the guy from Barstool when Dayton came back from 17 down, twin. I almost cried like the guy from Barstool, man.
Was he Jerry?
I think whoever it was. No,
I am March.
No, there was not Holmes. There was one of the guys that works for Barstool. I saw it on the Mark Titus show. He was he actually.
I haven't been watching him.
No. Like, he actually went to Dayton, or he's like a Dayton fan, like a real Dayton fan.
Oh, they got him a Dayton fan. Nice.
Yeah, they have a Dayton fan, and like they have the video. You didn't see the video?
They have a fan for everybody.
You didn't see the video?
Nah, I don't.
Homeboy was standing there in the bar when they came back from 17 down, and in the bar, and he just started crying, bro. And they have it on video. And then he took his shirt off, and he was going crazy, and he was like,
I'm just mad they lost in the next game. They couldn't even.
Probably, yeah. It was Arizona though. They didn't cover. They lost.
Why was Arizona playing hard? Like the game's on the line, up 10, bro. Just let them stop scoring. Let them go score a basket. Why are you playing defense?
Ask Purdue, bro. Look what they did to Utah State.
Yeah, I'm glad I did not touch Utah State.
I took Purdue.
I looked at that game. I was like, oh, my God.
I grabbed Purdue live when it was still a tie game because I saw the foul calls. I saw it coming. Utah State was going to run out players eventually. They just were throwing guys at Edey, and they were all fouling out practically.
Sorry, I'm looking for that video.
But just to highlight some of because we did really well at the beginning of the tourney, man. Just to highlight some of it, we hit that one, which was we used our boost. It was originally plus 579. Used our 50% boost to get it up to plus 868. So massive hit on that one. That was one of our hits of the weekend. We kept trying to do a little bit of other parlays the next couple of days. It wasn't as good. I always tell you guys I don't really stick to parlays as much, but I did hit another one on Friday. I hit a live parlay on the Clemson alt spread minus 7.5 versus New Mexico. We got the Yale spread plus 15.5, and we had Colorado minus 1.5. Altogether, it was at plus 387, so nice little parlay there too. Threw a little bit more on that one, so we hit both of those combined. That's about 15, 14 units up back from those two parlays. Of course, we had some other misses, but the nice money line hit was definitely Grand Canyon St. Mary's last game of round one. I knew St. Mary's could not run with them, bro. They didn't have the horses. They're not athletic enough. They're not. Like, Grand Canyon got a couple of guys who could probably, like that Tyson Foster kid could play in the league.
Hey,
you saw him play versus Bama, right? Y'all won. Don't get me wrong. Y'all won.
I was working, bro. I had to watch some highlights. But and yesterday morning, I did have Grand Canyon assistant coach, somebody's mom come in my space.
Okay. Work for Bryce Drew. Okay.
But Mark Andrews or something like that. I don't know. Something. I don't remember his last name. Mark something. But yeah. So that was interesting.
Nah, but that Forrester kid could be in the NBA. He's 6'7", long, can defend, and GCU got athletic guys like him on their team, and that they just took it to St. Mary's, and they were +2. I didn't even bet the spread, bro. I just bet the money line. Plus
You
two.
think they go to class?
We're gonna have this talk now because they got all these internet classes.
They definitely.
It's a
Dude,
predatory school, but besides the fact it was a good in March, and Bryce Drew will be gone soon because he will get a new job.
they can get anyone from anywhere because they can be like, bro, you in the off season you can just stay at home.
Bro, why do you think CBS did them so dirty, asking them, do any of them know where the Grand Canyon is? They asked every
Apparently,
multiple players.
their president or chairman or CEO or somebody had it to where they could pay like $26 or something,
Jeez.
and they could get a flight there and a flight back to the Alabama game, a room for 2 nights, and all for $26.
Who for the students?
Yes.
You mean like their students?
They had so many people there.
Because they were traveling, yeah.
They only had to pay $26 for a flight there and back and a room for 2 nights.
That's lit.
That's
amazing. Like, who wouldn't do that? But, and then just to highlight the rest of the hits I had from the weekend, man. One game I was on the right side of was the Gonzaga and the Kansas game. I knew the Kansas was going to blow their load in the first round and then not be able to show up for Gonzaga, which got 30 pieced. So that was not close. I had them plus money. I used another boost on that. I was placing my boost correctly. So I got that one at, I had the Gonzaga -3.5 at +137. So I was vibing on that. The big miss for the weekend for me, in my opinion, was Washington State. Because I had Iowa State. And I trusted the Sharps over the public, and the public won that line, and that one cost me because I hit the over on the Creighton game, I hit the under on the Tennessee game, and I hit NC State -3.5. So we would have had a +818 parlay. We would have hit 2 +800 parlays this weekend parlay. I would have been the parlay Matt. We wouldn't have known about parlay Joe. I would have been parlay Matt. But nah, man, it didn't work out for us. It didn't work out for us, man. So we ain't do that. But a nice little, just to show that we still got the hockey juice. We came back on Sunday. We hit the Avs live +180 when they were down 4-3. It came back from 4-0 down at home to win 5-4. Where you know I'm a sniper when I catch opportunities with NHL. I might not be hitting because of the, March Madness going crazy right now. But, brother, I'm always prepared when I see a live opportunity, if you know what I mean.
You preaching, bro.
Come on. And then, of course, we hit Purdue. I already mentioned that, bro. That was – I thought Utah State money line was going to be an opportunity for a split second because they were running with them. But as soon as –
11.5 is a lot.
Nah, bro. I was watching the game. Like, I was trying to get a read on it because that's what I do with a lot of these March Madness games. And I didn't bet that because I bet Purdue live. I caught them live at the normal spread at 11.5. It came back up at perfect timing. And I got it at -108. Instead of like -111 or something like that. So I got it at a good price. That's my point. And I put a unit and a half on it because I knew we were going to hit at that point because I saw the fouling. Like, that's what it came down to. If Edey's not getting protected, Purdue doesn't win by 40. Because Utah State had the shooters. They were going to compete. But they ran out of horses. They're all in foul trouble. What can they do?
Yeah, I had Utah State in the first round. That was nice.
Yeah, I had TCU. I didn't bet on TCU, but I told people I think TCU's a lean, and then I had
Utah State kept me alive for a little bit, and then Saturday happened, and I don't know.
But
Saturday was terrible. Saturday was just bad.
So just to do an overall coverage, now we can cover like some of the main upsets from March. But I just wanted to cover tickets. Did you want to cover some of the tickets that you hit from March?
Nah.
All right.
I will say Mark Madness is fucking here and it's fucking now and it's fucking awesome. And everybody in the SEC who said we couldn't do it, we weren't about it, we'd be out in the first round. I think I even said that, but we're not. We're here in the round of 16. We might go to the Elite Eight. We just got to beat UNC, which probably not going to happen. But
you're a realist.
Where's Auburn?
We were gonna get. That's one of the games we're about to cover.
Where's Texas A&M? They covered, great team, but no, you're at home now.
You didn't even say Kentucky.
Where I'm getting to it. Where's Florida? At home, had Colorado, baby. Let's fucking eat. Colorado was sick.
I had
Everyone was
Colorado
asking
too.
me.
Yeah,
Solo told me about Colorado's their team, and I was
they got 3 NBA players.
yeah, it literally.
You
And fuck.
gotta give me credit, parlay.
Okay,
I might.
so
I'll get
last but
into a
not
sport real
least,
quick.
out again as a 2 seed in the first round.
3 seed.
Where are you, Kentucky?
3 seed.
It's time, Calipari. 1 championship in 26 years.
Tony Bennett has done that.
What?
Tony Bennett has a championship in the past 5 years.
What?
And Tony Bennett is Tony Bennett.
26 years he has 1 championship, and they still keep him around and promote him like
And that's
he's
not even
the
that one
greatest thing
school,
of
bro.
all
Memphis,
time.
he didn't get it done. A lot of these schools, he didn't get it done.
Send him
Now
to the
taking
Lakers.
UMass to the Final Four in the 90s. Oh my gosh.
Send him to the Lakers.
No, stop. But being honest, though, looking at it, bro, let's cover it. Let's talk about it. Because, we've talked about the SEC basketball a lot. It's probably the conference we covered most on the podcast this year. And let's really get into it and dissect this because this is a big topic. Is the SEC mitigate? Like, is it really not that good? Like, what does it come down to? Because everybody talks trash about the ACC. Look at the ACC's record in March. It's impeccable if you don't look at UVA. Because UVA didn't even get into March, you know what I mean? But if you look at everybody else,
They
it was
played in
impeccable.
March. They played in March.
But you know what I mean? Like, they didn't make the
They
actual
played
first
terrible.
four.
I remember I took them.
I can't bet on UVA sports, so I'm sorry. But you know what I'm trying to get? Like, the SEC, bro, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, the league, there's something in the league.
I've been screaming at people. Someone asked me today, Cola said, where's that one guy that was in here? What was his name? Zach? I was like, Matt? He goes, yeah, that guy. Where's he been? I was like, I'll talk to him later today.
So everybody's been waiting for me to say this, huh?
They wait. They've been waiting on you to say something. I'll be like this. I'll be like, bro, I don't know if the SEC is really that good in basketball. We're playing basketball. And they just go,
Oh, you there, Parlay? Parlay, you cut
it's
out.
true. Sorry.
Parlay.
Did
No,
you hear me?
it does. Yeah, the last thing you said, and they just go.
Oh, they ignore me. They
Oh.
just like ignore it. They just like, and then I'm just like,
It's funny since we host a show together.
I'm
you
like, y'all
can't
hear
literally-
me? And they just keep talking about whatever they're talking about. I'm like, do you hear me? Like, we're not good at basketball.
Bro, this is what I'm getting at, bro. Like, I've said this to you since I've known you, and
I didn't think we were gonna win the first 2 games. I've been like every time before the game, like we're gonna lose.
bro,
and
there's
then
no reason
we
Bama
win,
should
I'm
be the
like,
team
I'll
of
tweet
all
out,
the
moving
SEC
on.
teams. Of all the SEC teams, there's no reason. I mean, we expect Tennessee to be here because they play defense. You know what I mean?
Alabama's healthy at the right time.
It's like the same thing that was happening to Oregon before the Creighton game. Like, they got healthy at the right time. That's why they won the Pac-12. That's why they went through and they beat South Carolina like they did. Like, they exposed South Carolina on the floor. Oregon was just cooking.
But
Kuzma
anything
versus
now
old
is a
school.
plus.
Yeah, that's what Bama fans have been saying. Anything
Even
now
last
is
night is a plus. Like,
because you got to the Sweet 16. I get what you're saying.
I didn't think we were gonna win. I bet against us. I was like, we're not winning.
Grand
this.
Canyon was the hottest upset team in the. There's not that many, but they were one of them. Yeah,
And
them
then
and JMU.
I don't know. We're still
And
alive.
JMU got
Mark Sears.
dropped
Grant
off.
Nelson, bro.
He's not
Put him on the
good.
bench. Put him on the bench.
Not good, man. One thing I
Send
tell you
him to
is
fucking Iowa or wherever the fuck he's got to go next year to get good.
Nah, man. Shout out Clemson, man. As much as shit as I gave them this season, man, they got to the Sweet 16.
I did not think they were going to win yesterday, but I did see data backing them to win. I was like, I'm not touching
I did too. A lot of data I saw on, but there was
I'm
also
like,
data
I'm just
back
not
in
going to touch it.
there was data back in Utah State, so I'm not really going to say.
Exactly.
No,
They're data
Northwestern.
backing
It wasn't-
everybody.
It
That's
wasn't
what I'm
Utah
supposed
State. It was Northwestern. I meant, but still, Northwestern got.
They got blown.
Yeah.
I looked at that. I was like, yo, they were supposed to keep it close.
Bro, I'm keeping it a buck. UConn is probably
The
going back
data
to back.
didn't max up. The
Don't
data
you
didn't
think
match
so
up.
at this point? UConn probably going back to back. At this point,
I don't know, but I'm still holding on to UConn. Houston. I got Houston on a
I'll
fan
tell
base.
you this:
I might pull Houston out.
Illinois can run with them, bro. UConn. Not with I'm talking about with UConn. Illinois can
Oh,
run with them. Hear me
UConn?
out. Hear me out. What I've noticed is Illinois has the best player in the tournament on their team. For one, they do,
Alabama does.
bro. Mark Sears
Mark
not averaging.
Sears.
He's not averaging 35 a game, 30 a game. That's what Terrence Shannon Jr. is doing right now.
How many
Stop it!
points
Like
did he
your
have
face
last
just
game?
changed when I
I
said
didn't
that.
watch the game, but I was watching highlights. How many points did he have? Because the first game he had 30. Because I had the 22.5 as the over, and he had 20 in the first half. That's why
Terrence Shannon Jr. had 26 versus Morehead State. Then versus DeQuince, he had 30. Then versus Wisconsin Big Ten tournament, he had where was it? He had 34.
Like
Then versus Nebraska, on the way to in the semifinal, he had 40. Then versus Ohio State in the first game of the Big Ten tournament, the man had 28. He's averaging over 30 a game in his and he's literally the hottest player in the country right now in terms of hoop.
We got all right, 30 plus 26 divided by 2. No, that's not right.
Mark Sears is not getting near his points per game average. Stop it.
He has a 30 and a 26 game. He's only played 2 games.
I'm talking about his last. I gave you 5 straight games. I'm not talking about the last 2. I'm talking about since the Big Ten tournament.
That's only the ones that's in the thing.
I'm talking about from the Big Ten tournament. I'm talking about from the Big Ten tournament.
You want
that's
to go?
The whole thing.
All right, I can pull it up too. He had 20 something.
Did he have a 40-point game? He
actually wasn't playing well in the tournament.
Did he have a 40-point game?
No, he has not had a 40-point game.
All right, relax.
In the regular season, maybe.
Bro, Shannon scores more than him.
Whose mom is as hype as him, though? No, there ain't nobody's mom as hype as him in the sidelines.
All right, if that's what your response is, I know I won the argument. When you're responding when whose mom is hyper, that's how I know I won. They're comparing
his mom be hype.
They're comparing Terrence Shannon Jr. to Zach Edey. They're comparing Mark Sears to Dalton Connect. There's two different things.
His name don't rhyme. His name don't rhyme with Madness. Mark Madness, bro. It just goes like March.
Bro, there's people. I swear, if you have a shirt that says Mark Madness, I might have to jump off the ledge. I don't know, man. Come on.
I might make one.
Oh my gosh.
I already have the graphic ready.
Don't get sued, man. Don't get sued.
Already have the graphic.
Who made the graphic?
Make one shirt.
Who made the graphic?
I made it's
okay. I didn't know if you got the graphics from somebody else. Is my point.
No, look,
I saw the graphic. I know what it looks like. I saw it. I saw the shirt. I saw it on the shirt too. I saw it. I'm just saying. I didn't know you made the graphic. If you made the graphic, then make the shirts.
Yeah, I made the graphic. The graphic looks.
He's like, yeah. You see my skills now, Casa? You see my skills?
Sick. I froze up. I can't see now. What?
No, you just said sick, and then you just moved like choppy back. You didn't froze up. You just choppily moved back and forth.
I froze up on my end. I couldn't see. I don't.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, their commercials. StreamYard be like, well, hey, you don't have any connection there.
Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I go grab my charger so we don't die mid-show.
All right, I'm good. All right, but, tonight we got some NBA games to look at. I'm looking at some certain games. So what I do like is recently, last night, Golden State failed us, but
all right, I'm back.
Miami blew out the Cavs, so it's all good there.
Oh, you were covering your NBA?
Yeah, but I'm thinking tonight there's a couple teams we can roll with. We can roll with San Antonio versus Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
We can roll with Houston, who's hot right now, versus Portland. It's minus 12.5, but I might take it. They've hit minus 10.5 and 11, and who cares what it is at this point?
You're talking about the Rockets?
Yeah, they're hitting, and they're at home.
And moved from 9.5 up to 12.5.
Yeah, they're probably gonna still hit it. Jalen Green's playing. I read this thing today. Jalen Green's playing like a young Kobe Bryant.
You know why I shake my head at that? Because you know that the after the All-Star break type curse. These players they call I seen NBA YouTubers, they call it the Josh Jackson effect. Remember that bum Josh Jackson on the Suns when he got drafted 4th overall and he went from Kansas?
I ain't heard of him in a minute. What happened to that one dude? drafted by the Kings. Or was he
Davion Mitchell?
drafted? Nah, big guy. The year DeAndre Ayton was drafted. Who's the
Are
dude
you
from
talking about
Duke?
Marcus Bagley?
Yeah, what's that guy?
I think he's either in Detroit or he's here in Washington now.
Bum.
Hey, you're just saying that because I said the last part.
He's still a bum. I was about
Hey
to tell
man,
you he's a bum.
hey man, he might be a hoop. You
But
never know.
kind of like Denver minus 15 too. Dude, these are high, but like I'm telling you, they're probably gonna hit.
Denver
Uh,
spread dropped.
oh,
No, I'm looking
John.
at the wrong game. I'm looking at the wrong game. My bad.
All right, all right.
Yeah, it's still
Well,
15 and a half. Yeah.
I like Dallas minus 8.5.
Bro, Jamal Murray and Jokic are questionable.
Jamal Murray. All right, that makes sense.
And Jokic.
All right, I'm just looking at the money right now. That's it. We're just looking at the money. All right, and we got the Knicks are minus 16.5 versus Detroit. The Knicks are good, but are they that good? I don't know. Let me look at it. Detroit got people out tonight.
You think the Pacers gonna lose that back to back?
1 second. Let me bring up all the NBA. Let's not bring it up. Pacers. Oh, they got the Clippers tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have money for that one yet.
Okay. Okay.
But another team I do like with plus points is Toronto Raptors.
Really? They're on a horrible losing streak.
They're playing Brooklyn.
Yeah, but the fact that they gave Brooklyn 6 points is crazy.
Yeah, but why are they giving them 6 points?
Because Toronto's terrible right now. It moved up to went from
Uh,
5.5 to 6.5
that seems like a good one. It moved up from 5.5.
to
How
six
you
and a
see?
half. Depends on the book you're looking at, but
Oh, I do see 5.5 now. All right, disregard Toronto. Disregard Toronto.
nah, man, they lost to the Wizards the other night, bro.
Let me look at one more team. Don't have money yet, but Charlotte might be okay. They on a back to back. No, Cleveland's on a back to back,
Mm.
and on back to back to back losing streaks. 3-game losing streak, and lost the game before too. We'll have to see when we get more money out, but those are some early leans, so we like those.
I do have a play in for NHL. We're starting to lose a little bit of the line on it. It's all right right now, but I'm not really tripping. It's a nice little parlay. It's gonna have the Canucks money line with the under 6.5. Under dropped to 5.5, so we kind of have leverage on that. I kind of got the alt on it just to make sure because I don't trust the game. The Canucks sometimes, but they do have two of the stronger defensive structures in the league in terms of their defense and stopping goals. So I'm actually pretty good with that lean. It's all together. It's at well, no, it's a play, not a lean. I have it in. So all together, it's gonna be at plus 173 right now. I put it in before this morning. It really comes down to goalkeeping because I know Demko is gonna be out for the Canucks, so it's gonna be Casey Smith. I'm not really too worried, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. The odds are gonna be kind of shifting from now until then, but I do like that 6.5 parlayed with the money line of the Canucks.
I can see the under. The under's all the way down to 5.5 now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted to look at Vegas, but I can't really let them because the Blues are incredibly hot right now.
Yeah, fuck the Blues.
Yeah, parlay. They're like his version of the Kraken.
Let's read this real quick.
You want to cover some of the
Well,
upcoming March Madness games?
Let me ask you three anytime goal scorers
Ooh, okay.
for the night.
There's only
Jack
three games.
Eichel,
Okay. Ask me the rest of them. I'll tell you like all of them at once.
Kevin Fiala,
Okay.
Anze Kopitar.
Okay, so you're looking at the first line for the Kings with Kopitar. You're looking at the second line for the Kings with Fiala. You're looking at the first line for the Golden Knights with Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel's their main center. He's gonna have the puck on his stick a lot. Kopitar's been really hot with his goal scoring recently in terms of and his points. He's like chasing the goal scoring record for their team, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull
Oh,
it
I'm
up.
putting that one in.
He's like the point record, not the goal scorer, but all points count. But let me just give you a heads up. In his last 5 games, Friday, 5 games ago, he had 2 goals. That Saturday after, he didn't have anything on the back-to-back. The following Tuesday, he had 2 goals and assists. The following Wednesday, he had a goal and assist, and the following Saturday, he had a 2 assists. So he's at least getting he's in the area of scoring one way or another. He's
Yeah, he
getting
needs
pretty
a goal.
close.
He needs a goal right now.
He's just hot right now too, is what I'm getting at too. He's really hot, like on fire when it comes to that stuff. And then if I pull up Fiala just to give you like a heads up into how he's moving right now, he's at a decent pace, not as hot as Kopitar. I will say the one thing I do kind of like about bringing up Eichel is they kind of need him. I like Jonathan Marchessault just slightly more, but you're probably not going to get as good of odds on it just because Marchessault is almost at 40 goals this year. He hasn't scored as much recently, but he's still always a good net to have a crazy game. Um, if you were going to pull up Eichel has been pretty hot since he's came back from injury. He came back in March, and in March in his last 6 games, he's had 5 goals and 3 assists. So he's pretty much he has 5 goals in his last 6. So Eichel's a pretty good option tonight too, but you might not get as good of odds on someone like him because he's like
Yeah,
one of the
he's
better.
not as good as odds.
Yeah,
All right, but then now we can go into college basketball for this week, Thursday.
it's a lot more defined now, so we can cover it a lot more, and it's not really just leans. Like for example, Iowa State's favored versus Illinois. I personally like Illinois right now. I do. I mean, you're gonna have the number one offense in the country in Illinois right now versus the number two defense in the country, based off Ken Palm adjusted after the first 2 rounds. So very interesting. If Iowa State gets to play their game and does end up slowing down Illinois, then yeah, it's going to be a problem. But Illinois in transition is scary because there's no team stopping Terrence Shannon Jr. in transition in the country. No team. If they get out in transition, that's how Illinois starts to run out on teams. If they get out in transition, it's over. They're just gonna keep it going, and they have multiple options that can hit big shots. Coleman Hawkins, Max Demont. So that's gonna be a really, really good game in my opinion. That's probably the best game of the
I like that.
first night.
I like
Um,
that a lot. They actually open at 3.5 and they come down to 2 too. So I like that.
Look, I mean, it just comes down to this time of the year is all about how hot you are in terms of how hot is your team in terms of succeeding. And Illinois is in that spot right now. They're crushing teams. They were one of the teams people thought could have gotten upset in the first round, and they handled business. Then they went and beat one of the Cinderellas and beat them snot out of the cunt. So Iowa State, they're a good team for sure. They're an elite team. They won the Big 12, but Illinois is a different type of offense. So we're gonna see if they can keep up. Is what it's gonna come down to.
I like it.
You know the spread dropped on UNC and Bama too, right?
What they open at?
On the state says it opened at 4.5, and now it's at 3.5 on this book. Cause I'm just reading off the ESPN and then just looking at different things. But
Well, I got it at 4. The money's pretty close.
yeah, I mean,
There's no one
just to
betting
put
on
in
Bama yet.
just to put in perspective for you, the ESPN matchup predictor put it at 52% for Bama, 47% for UNC.
I don't know what that means. I don't follow ESPN anything.
Pretty much, they're like who they think is gonna win. A 52% chance Bama right now. It's 47% chance UNC.
Is that usually accurate?
Eh, not always. Like it has Iowa State 58% versus Illinois 41%. It gives UConn a 86% chance versus San Diego State 13% chance, and it gives Clemson a 21% chance versus Arizona 70% chance. I'll tell you this, to be honest with you, and it already started dropping. That Clemson spread might be the one versus Arizona. They're the team. It looks like that might be built slow them down and play defense on them. Because Arizona just run and gun, like they like to move, they like to do all that. So does Baylor. Look what happened to Baylor. If you're not playing defense on Clemson, you're not winning. They got a ton of other options besides KJ Hall.
I was actually about to ask you about that. I'm actually going
Yeah,
to.
I'm not a believer in Arizona, so I'm trying to find. I'm chasing. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like I'm chasing because I bet on Dayton when they played Arizona, and I knew that one was gonna work, and they still
I
missed.
did that.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like I'm chasing, but I also feel like this Arizona team is not legit, and my reads on teams who are legit and who are not legit has been pretty good. Like the team I think is super legit, no matter even if though they went to overtime, is Creighton. Man, I really like Creighton this year. I think they got a Final Four run in them. They got to get through Tennessee, which is the game of probably one of the games of the weekend. But
Yeah, that's interesting. We're going to get to that.
we'll get to that in a second. Just to highlight the last game of Thursday, UConn and San Diego State. It's the only game that's moved the other way on its spread of Thursday's games. So I'd take UConn spread and not worry about it. As like the outlier versus Yale, you have to understand. Let me break it down to the people parlay. When it comes to San Diego State, their profile coming into a tournament was a great defensive team that had one scorer. The rest of their team can't score. It's just Jaden Ledee. So when you watch the game versus UAB, when they're struggling and they barely beat UAB, they straight a win. It kind of makes you free. That game, you kind of forget about it when you then watch the Yale game. When they have more athletes than Yale, they're going to defend Yale much better than Auburn will. And that's what happened. Like, you know how many points they probably got off turnovers and transition versus Yale?
Auburn or
No, I'm talking about San Diego State.
it was yesterday, right?
Yeah, they beat them by
I ain't
30. Oh,
I ain't
yeah,
gonna watch it.
yeah. No, it was brutal, bro. Like, that's what it's like. When you look at it, like, as much as I'm, like, trying to be, like, give San Diego State a chance, you can't look at the Yale game like that because Auburn was playing with their food the whole time they played them. And then when Auburn played Yale, I'm talking about when Auburn played Yale. When Auburn played Yale, they played with food the whole time. You got one of your best players throwing elbows like he's John Jones in UFC back in 2013. What are we doing? Like,
Yeah,
that
getting
team.
kicked out like the first minute.
And he's on Twitter after the fact being like, hey, homie, why you post that?
In the lock. Oh, Auburn fans are not happy. They're
Bro,
not
that's
happy.
why I'm just like, at the end of the day,
Some of them don't care. Some of
Dan
them are-
Hurley's not letting his team come out and do that. Dan Hurley's his team's not throwing bows and getting flagrant twos and getting players that matter kicked off the court. That's not happening versus, you know what I mean? So
I do know what you mean, but Bruce Pearl, he's a different guy.
that's a
he
conversation
was
for
at
another
Boston
day,
College.
brother.
He was at Boston College when they were playing for the mob. Some people don't know about that.
Hey,
But there is a 30 for 30 call playing with the mob, and Bruce Pearl is in that. Just so you know. So he was a
working at
freshman
ESPN
on
at
a
the time?
team. He was a freshman on a team that had juniors or seniors like
in the mob.
hedging points for the mob to cover spreads.
Point shaving, yeah.
Point shaving, exactly.
Yeah,
Then big others,
but no, we're about to get to Friday here in a second. But
they don't cover
all the games,
they get in trouble. But yeah, it's pretty.
I
cool.
think UConn got the best chance to cover of the 4 games. Whoa, I just looked at the app, the Iowa State, bro. When you click on the app, the ESPN app, it is updated and it says Iowa State now -1.5. I might have to catch that line before they flip it to Illinois being favored out of nowhere.
I hated it too.
I'm gonna have to hit it right now. Let me go.
I'm like Robert De Niro in Casino. When I hit a line, it moves.
Oh, it's at -1.5 now. Yep, I'm putting money line in. I don't care.
I did both.
Should I throw 2 Utes on it?
I did.
All right, fuck.
I did it on Clemson, and I did it on Alabama too.
Let me wait because at least I got today. Let me wait until later because if the play hits tonight, I'm just gonna throw the cash from that.
I did it on my offshore, so it doesn't matter.
Fair enough. I'm still trying to maintain this account much. FanDuel don't like me. I couldn't get the promos from my brother Parlay when he was trying to send me a link.
I lost. I got a 10. I got a 10 bonus bet, so I gotta use that well tonight, so I can earn some money back up. used all that money and do not feel like putting any more in.
I've got the message. I got to get this out. Illinois beating Iowa State. I had to get this out. I'm getting prepared. Illinois beating Ohio State. I said Ohio State. Iowa State.
Where'd you put it at?
Oh no, I'm just putting it in my notes and then in one of the group chats.
Yeah, I see what group chat you put it in.
Yeah. It's spamming my phone right now, so I had to be aware.
Illinois beating Iowa State. Click.
Yeah, man. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I just put it in there and just keep pushing right now. But yeah, nah, man. Bro, they saying, bro, the NBA scout said this man Zach Edey is Boban Marjanovic. Bro, I'm geeked.
Bro, Zach Edey is a bum who's not going to do anything in the NBA because they're not going to give him a bunch of fouls. They're going to call charge. That's all he does. He just charge. I'm bigger than everyone.
Hey, UNC spread's at 3.5 on FanDuel, and then the Arizona spread's still at 7.5, but it's at minus.
Yeah, I just hit it at 4.
Okay. And then moving to the Friday games, the Marquette line's getting movement in their direction. If I'm not mistaken, let me double check. Yeah, it went from 6.5, but now it has a little more juice on it. It's at minus 120 now, 6.5. Has a little juice on it. Purdue Gonzaga hasn't moved. Oh no, it moved up actually. Oh, that's terrible. Gonzaga, it started at 4.5, moved to 5. That's terrible.
You think
Purdue's gonna kill him, man.
So
Damn.
Purdue future, Alabama, UNC, Houston, UConn.
Purdue's
Arizona.
gonna kill him. And then the Houston spread's dropping. You can get it at, depending on what book you get it at. You know I'm not believing Arizona, but
I got 6 of the Sweet 16 teams as a future.
On the future. So you're like, I hopefully got a chance at
7.
So you
Or
almost
no, I already
half.
said UNC.
Okay. So you got about a decent percent of the field, yeah.
A third.
You got about 37% in the field right now, yeah. But
We're good.
nah, I like this, man. The one thing I'm leaning towards the most is I'm taking Creighton, but it's not looking good on the spread right now. Number wise, early it's at 2.5. But we'll see.
Oh yeah, we got I didn't switch over to that. I want Tennessee to be gone. Tired of hearing about them. I do see that it's gaining, so I don't know. And they got the money. They'll probably keep winning.
Tennessee probably going to the Final Four, but like I'm leaning Creighton and I'm on Creighton.
I had them out in the first round in all my brackets.
That's the definition of a hater.
Literally. I didn't even care. I had them out, Alabama out. I had Auburn in the Final.
You said screw the SEC.
I had Auburn in the Final Four. Bro, my bracket, I saw it like the first day, and then I was like, all right. You were right. In the company bracket, they're pretty good too.
What? Which one? Oh yeah. I told bro. I'm just trying to be for fun, man. I know I'm gonna
People
get
were
cooked.
like, I was like,
and I didn't want to.
I was on
brackets
$5 for sure. I didn't pay $5 yet. I'm on.
Like I was trying to.
I'm tied for last, I think.
Yeah, bro. It's not, bro. We're the betting guys, and we're doing horrible on the brackets, bro. I'm not putting that on us again, bro. No. Absolutely
I'm tied for
not.
40th out of 52.
Bro, you're making us look bad again.
And there's like a lot of people tied for 3rd and 8th, so I'm sure 40th is.
Did you at least pick
last.
UConn in your natty?
No.
Parlay.
UConn's gonna be out. I don't know. I think I have them out. The next round.
Oh my goodness.
I have UNC, Houston, and Purdue in the Final Four. Auburn's out.
Bro, you see they banned the hit drop tackle?
Yeah, I never did that. I don't.
They try. Hey, bro.
They're
All
trying to
offense, no
protect Tony
defense is what the
Pollard.
league is. The league is all offense, no defense. That's what they do, bro. They don't want these defensive players to do anything to these guys. It's terrible, man. Hey, shout out the league telling the Eagles no, you don't get to go for 4th and 20 instead of an onside kick, man. Go get your onside kick next time, you bums. Have a specialist. It's football.
Wait, did they tell the Colts no?
The Eagles proposed it that instead of
The Colts proposed two things too. Is it already? Are they all out?
no, Pelissero's just putting them out. Run along. Oh wait, it says right here. Actually, now that you bring it up, the Colts withdrew their proposal to allow a coach or replay official to challenge any foul that's been called.
The Colts withdrew, 12 minutes ago, withdrew their proposal to allow a coach or a replay official to challenge any foul that is called. Dude, they probably told. They're at a meeting
Browns
right
game,
now.
right?
They're at a meeting. They're at a.
Yeah, the team, the NFL meetings.
They probably
right
told
now.
them that. They're probably like, you can't do that.
They're probably like, stop complaining.
They're probably like, yo, where's Ursay?
They want you to challenge any foul. That's Ursay,
like,
man.
Where's Jim? At home in bed? All right, withdraw this shit, okay? And then we did a couple things.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like that's the reason they thought of that rule is the Browns game alone, bro. The Browns game this year that y'all played in Indy.
Hip drop ban per source. Dude,
there, bro. Who's the source?
anyone can do that, bro. Anyone can do that.
Bro.
I should have did that like 2 days ago. Be like, hip drop ban per source, and be like,
hey, you know what they did let go though. You know what they said? Let's fine.
What's up?
The tush push. Which I mean, I don't care. It's still a football play. It is what it is.
Oh, Detroit's rule got approved. To allow for enforcement of a major foul by the offense prior to change of possession in a situation where there are fouls by both teams. What? Oh, you get a third ruling.
Oh, what was it?
You get a third challenge.
Oh, is that what their thing was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, brother Solo just put it out.
All right, so you get a minimum of 2. So they can't take away the 1. And then
if you hit the 2, you get a third.
Yeah, if you hit
Hey man, brother Solo knew what was good. He put it out. He said the NFL has banned the hip drop. He quote tweeted Ian Rappaport. He said the NFL will be unbettable.
A team will be permitted. A team will be permitted a third challenge if it's successful on at least one of its challenges. A fourth challenge will not be permitted. They had it as both. They changed it to 1. And then if a challenge is unsuccessful, the team will be charged a timeout.
Whose idea
The
was this?
effect of this is protects a club's ability to challenge a third ruling following one successful challenge. You know what their reason was?
What?
Integrity of the game.
The fuck?
The Detroit Savage.
Yeah.
Eagles having Saquon is going to be pretty wild.
Absolutely, man. They're gonna go crazy. Are you serious? Come on now.
It's gonna be crazy. One second. Man. We got 1 second. Hit the wrong button. I ain't gonna play it. Oh, since we got a couple minutes, I Not really, but you watch the new Roadhouse?
Nah, man, you told me it was terrible. I didn't watch it. You told me it was terrible. I didn't watch it. Hey, I gotta say this.
They took a beach bar and called it the Roadhouse.
You know he's favored right now on FanDuel to win his fight versus Conor McGregor. Versus Michael Chandler somehow, right?
You see him in that movie?
That's my point. That's my point. Oh, you think he's gonna win? Bro, did you see his interview with Jake? Did you see his interview with Jake Gyllenhaal? He looks like he's off some stuff.
Him up in that movie. They said he couldn't remember his lines. He was just saying random shit.
Jeez. What the hell?
It was pretty. He was good, but it was just like he was just. It's like they told him, "Hey, go be your psycho self that Dana tells you to do to act."
Like, what?
And he just went out there and was a psycho.
Yeah. What? No, that's weird. I mean, Conor, he needs to get his act together. He got a couple more fights left before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Conor's done.
Yeah.
But he does have new tattoos, so he could,
And we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, Conor's trying to fight him at 185 pounds, and that's ridiculous.
He's at least 185.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But I digress. Huge. One thing I'll end off with if that fight is at 170 or 155, especially pound Chandler plus money line, it's not even a joke, but I'm serious. The fact Conor's favorite is crazy. But with that being said, we'll be back on Thursday right before the March Madness games to run these games down even more and give you strict parlays, plays, all that. And with that said, that's Parlay Joe. I'm Matt, man. Wow. I should be Parlay Matt, but I'm Matt. We the Gritty Gamblers, and we'll see y'all again on Thursday, man. Be easy.
All right.
I bet I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.